Atlas stones. They're pretty awesome. A lot of times when people think of Atlas stones, they think of strongman, particularly loading it onto a platform or over a bar, maybe even shouldering it. But I believe they're way more versatile than people think. Today, I want to show some awesome exercises that you can do with Atlas stones. This doesn't just apply to Atlas stones. You can use natural stones, sandbags, stuff like that. But I'm using Atlas stones today. Personally, I believe you can get an effective full body workout with just these rocks. And I'm going to show you some movements. These probably aren't the most optimal. It's probably depending on what you wanted to do. But honestly, if you're thinking about getting an Atlas stone, if you just want one, or if you're going to make one, you can do a lot of stuff with it. It's not just for putting on a platform or putting it over a bar. You can do a lot more with it than you think. The first exercise I want to show with this is an Atlas stone deadlift. Pretty straightforward. You just grab underneath it, pick it up, just like a deadlift. Ta-da! These are pretty cool because unlike a normal deadlift where you're starting about here, this one is quite the deficit. So you're having to work out your lower back a lot more. Second exercise I want to show you is the Atlas stone row. I really like these. I do them on my back days. They're pretty solid. All you're going to do is it's kind of like the closest thing I think I could compare it to would be a pen lay row, I'd say. But I'll show you. It's pretty easy. You can also throw in isometric holds, which is pretty fun. I like doing them. The only problem with these rows is that the heavier you go, the bigger the Atlas stone gets. So your range of motion gets cut down a lot. But as far as training Atlas stones, this is really good. And honestly, it works your back out just fine. Okay, third exercise is the Atlas stone squat. You can do squats with these things. Pretty simple. It's going to be like a front hold type squat. You can interlock your hands. There's lots of different ways to hold it. But it's really good because not only is it building your legs, it's building your back because you got to hold this thing in place. So let's do a couple squats. All right, next exercise is shouldering it. There's many different ways you can shoulder it. Some people like to be a little more technical. Some people like to just throw it up there. This is light enough for me that I can typically just chuck it up and catch it. Shouldering is also a event in strongman. I don't think it's as popular as loading it to a platform or over a bar, but still. Another thing, while it's up here, you can do a shoulder swap. I think I just crushed my earbud. I'm not really too sure what shoulder swapping does, but it is kind of fun to do. Another thing, while it's up here, is you can go for a little walk. Now, obviously, you can't just carry it right in front of you, but this has the added challenge being loaded weird. So it's loaded on one side of your body, not direct. So you can train both, get a little bit of stability going. It's pretty cool. I'm breaking out the smaller stone. This exercise, simple. It's an overhead press. I like overhead pressing the Atlas stones because it's very humbling. This is 100 pounds. This is difficult for me. On a log press, my best is like 175. On a normal strict barbell press. I think my best is like 155, but the stability and the way you're holding it, it's just weird and it's fun. The lockout is really hard for this, but once again, you can hit your shoulders pretty effectively. If you have one of these smaller stones, you can kind of do them one-handed. Just real nice. It's another thing, train stability more than anything. Probably not crazy optimal, but you're still getting it done, and that's what matters. So there's a showcase of some of the cool exercises you can do with an Atlas stone. But when you put it all together, there's a really effective way to get a really solid workout really quickly, and that is by doing an Atlas stone complex. These complexes are pretty difficult, and if you do like 3 to 4 sets, your whole workout is done, basically. Pretty much works out your whole body. You know, if you're crunched for time, it's a good way to do it. It's also a pretty good way to warm up or finish. If you just do 1 set and then go into squats, you'll be solid. You can customize your complexes however you want them. I'm just going to show you one that I typically like to do. Missed the overhead press. Now, obviously, Atlas stones probably aren't the most optimal way to train, but I just wanted to make this video to showcase the versatility of them and how you can use them for just regular workouts. I think they're a pretty useful tool to have, especially if you're crunched for time. You just do a couple of complexes and be good to go. I think the biggest benefit to Atlas stone training is all you need is the rock itself. You don't need a squat rack, you don't need weight plates, you don't need clips. You just need to get the mold and some concrete, you're good to go. I'm sure there's stuff I missed in this video, but I just wanted to showcase it a little bit because I've been really enjoying training with them. But I think that's it for today. Have a good one.
Look, grab it, put it up there. It's there. It's there. Boom!